What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about location scouting. What to look for in a location. See, location is something I think is often neglected in vlogs. People don't go around their towns or wherever they're doing their vlogging and see what are good places in order to vlog. So today I wanted to give you a few tips of what makes a good location for vlogging. How can we use location to make our vlogs look better, more cinematic, more interesting, and more engaging to your audience? Because you don't want to have something that's bland that your audience is very much disinterested in. You want to keep your story going. You want to continue to tell a story in the most effective way possible, and location is a really good way of doing that. It just started to sprinkle. The M50 is not weather sealed. Eek. That's, oh man. Don't know what to do now. Should I try and like make it, I'm not close to anywhere else that's covered. I'm in this little eating area at a park, but ugh, that's, Time lapse? The first thing that I look for when I'm trying to find a location while vlogging is light quality. I want soft light on my face. I do not want to be standing there with the sun blaring in my face. It just is not very flattering. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look cinematic. So the first thing you want to look for is something that's shaded or really anything to diffuse the light. Diffused light can be either bounced or it can be shined through something. The way I have it right now, I'm sort of letting the light bounce around my environment and light my face properly. So that's the first thing you want to look for. I find shaded areas like this to work really well for getting high quality, soft light in your vlogs. The next thing that I look for is depth. I don't want a bland image. I want to have something going on in the background. I want to get that bokeh. I want to... Wow. This echoes. I wonder if the mic's picking that up. Anyway, I'm always looking for depth in my shot. If I just did a plain shot like this, that just does not look that good. I'm up against a blank wall. You have no bokeh, no depth, nothing interesting in the background. Whereas if I would have just turned, I would have gotten good depth. I would have gotten a bit of a shallow depth of field, not a ton, because this isn't a very fast lens. The second thing I'd look for is some sort of a depth to your shot. The next thing that I look for in a shot is framing. And what I mean by that is sort of framing my body. See, I have these pillars here, I have the roof, and so I'm sort of framing myself into a shot, having all these leading lines, focusing your attention, even this A-frame, focusing your attention on my face. And when you do that, it just makes people a lot more interested in what you're saying. Again, having a bland image is just going to make your content boring, but having depth and good lighting and framing yourself is going to keep your images much more dynamic. And that's what we're going for when we're in this sort of vlogging scenario, is dynamic images. Another tip, don't have anything in your background that's gonna scare children to death. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. Another thing, keep your audience's perspective in mind. Don't just put it at any random angle. Use angles very strategically. Now, I don't carry a tripod out with me when I'm vlogging, ever. All I have is the Gorilla Pod, so I try to sometimes set it up on things and not always have it looking up, crouching down in front of it, but sometimes that's inevitable. But when I do that, I don't try and frame my shots like I am an authority figure. I try and frame my shots like, hey, I'm a buddy talking to you and you're sort of coming along while I talk about topics like this. So angle is another important thing to keep in mind. Are you going to have something to change up your angle and not always have the same one? Because in the episodes where I have the same one, it kind of gets old. And the last thing to keep in mind is your audio. Are you going to have an echo? Are you going to have wind? Or are you going to have crisp, clear audio when you're talking? Because that's one thing that is a lot harder to fix in post and a lot harder for people to forgive. Everyone talks about how audio is more important than the visuals. And so one thing that you always want to look for in location is it good for audio? You don't want to be vlogging in a crowded store or in front of an air conditioning unit, somewhere that's going to have a lot of white noise. You want to pick locations that are a bit quieter. Like this, unless this space is rented out, it's just a big open area and I don't have that much background noise. So you're always able to hear me really well without a lot of ambient or background noise. So those are my top tips. If you have any tips for location scouting, let me know down in the comment section, as well as tell me which one of those locations you like the best. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.